I am so excited right now as Chelsea managed to grind out results, 1-0 victory against the stubborn Bournemouth. The first half was not really what we expected as, Bournemouth tried to choke the game tactically, fizzling out so many Chelsea players like Cole Palmer, like Noni Madeke. They didn't give them that much of a space to be able to, exhibit their talent. But Enzo Maresca today did a very, very fantastic job, especially in the second half. Nicola Jackson has continued to struggle, and I said it earlier. I've said this repeatedly on this very platform that his response to Mikel Obi over his criticism of his missing of chances was absolutely needless, in the sense that when a legend of a club criticizes your performance, all you need to do is to, pretend as if you didn't do it and continue to work very hard to improve your game. But Jackson didn't do that, and he went, exchanging or bantering words with Mikel Obi. And after this kind of altercation, you'll find out that each time you misses any chance at all, that very memory will resonate, and that is exactly what is playing out here now. Jackson had about 3 clear-cut chances to, put Chelsea at the front, but he missed it all. And I'm happy with the kind of substitution that manager Enzo Maresca made in the second half. He understands the game. He understands exactly what was going on tactically, knowing that Desasi was not moving forward, so he needed to, shift Fofana to the, right side position. Knowing that he's more flexible. He was not fantastic in the game. He has made so many errors, but the manager, that was the only player available, needed to shift him towards the right back position, to provide flexibility in attack. And that was exactly what eventually brought the victory, because Chelsea became compact. Immediately, Tosin Adarabioyo was brought in, introduced at that very centre half. We saw that calmness that we usually saw when Thiago Silva was at the club. So it was very, very refreshing to see Tosin Adarabioyo passing the ball in the manner that he was passing it. It reminded me of Thiago Silva, and I hope that Enzo Maresca gives him more chance into this team to be able to show his true talent. On the other hand, Renato Viega in the midfield, he was very, very disciplined, play with maturity. I think he was fantastic. Then another player that impressed me very, very much in this game is Caisedo. Caisedo was everywhere. It was very, very impressive. These guys tend to play better whenever Enzo Fernandez is not around. Have you observed that? Whenever he plays with Enzo Fernandez, he struggles. But whenever you give him that chance to play with another player, he seems to, perform better. And that was exactly what happened today. Then at the death, Nkunku was introduced in place of Nicola Jackson, and he only needed a chance, to be able to slot home, handing Chelsea the victory. Then Jadon Sancho, remember what I said about Jadon Sancho? I said that whenever Sancho kicks a ball for Chelsea, that will be the end for Mikhailo Modric, and that is exactly what is going to happen. Mikhailo Modric, under this very thing with Sancho available, I don't think he's going to get much game time, because he's definitely going to play behind Sancho and, of course, Pedro Nieto. Pedro Nieto was not really in the game in the first half. They were choking the whole place and didn't give him the space to, exhibit his talent. But in the second half, when the manager reshuffled the team by making the introductions that he did, the substitutions that he did, everything became a little bit easier for Chelsea. But you still need to give kudos to Bournemouth. They came out, they wanted this game, and they almost won it, if not for Sanchez's heroism by saving that very penalty. Fofana was a total, absolute mess today. Absolute mess. I hope he washes his performance and improves as soon as possible. But in overall, this is a very, very good game. Joe Felix came in, light up the place. But Sancho, I can't admire you enough. You were so brave taking on these players. Despite the aggressiveness, you always take the players on. You want to cut into the 18-yard box, to find space for your teammates to exploit. Then Nkunku, doing what Jackson couldn't do on almost three different occasions. He came in, proved your power, held on to the ball, wrestled with the player, and still managed to place the ball at the bottom corner of the post. That was a fantastic, very, very fantastic goal. In overall, the most important thing in nowadays is the 3 point. Chelsea managed to get a 3 point, and I'm very, very excited. Enzo Maresca, in my very own opinion, is a fantastic manager. A manager has to make do with the players available, and you can only rely on players at Chelsea. Give this man a better striker, a consistent goal scorer, and I think the result will begin to, flow